South Africa ended the first day of the second test at St. George's Park in Kebra on 269-7, with Ryan Rickelton's maiden test century leading the batting charge. His 133, built around key partnerships with captain Temba Bavuma, 78, and Kyle Verreynne, 48, steadied the Proteas ship after early setbacks. Initially, the tides were in favor of South Africa, but Sri Lanka fought back late. Lahiru Kumara led the Lankans' bowling attack with 3 wickets, while Asitha Fernando took 2, dismissing Rickelton and Marco Jansen just before the close. Ryan Rickelton marked his return to the South African Test side with a maiden 100, but Sri Lanka's pacers clawed their team back into contention at the close of day 1 in the second test at St. George's Park in Kebra. Asitha Fernando struck early, trapping Tony de Zorzi LBW for a duck on the very first ball of the match. Lahiru Kumara then rattled the hosts further, dismissing Aiden Markram and Tristan Stubbs in quick succession. Markram's dismissal, which marked Kumara's 100th test wicket, came off a superb delivery that nipped back to shatter the stumps, while Stubbs edged one to keeper Kuzal Mendes, leaving South Africa struggling at 44 for 3. Skipper Temba Bavuma and Rickelton steadied the innings with a commanding 133-run partnership. Bavuma continued his fine form in the series, compiling a fluent 78 off 109 balls before gloving a short ball from Asitha to the keeper just before tea. Rickelton, meanwhile, progressed confidently, bringing up his maiden Test 50 and eventually converting it into a century. David Bedingham, coming in at number 6, had some luck as he was dropped twice but failed to make the most of those chances, falling to Prabhat Jayasuriya for 19 while attempting an aggressive stroke. At stumps, South Africa was battling to regain control in a keenly contested opening day. Rickelton, then joined by Kyle Verreynne, showed patience as the duo pushed South Africa past 250 with a steady half-century partnership. Rickelton then converted his maiden 50 into a maiden Test 100, setting the hosts up for a strong finish on the opening day, but the second new ball provided the much-needed breakthrough for Sri Lanka. Kumara was brought back and struck immediately, dismissing the left-hander for a well-made 106, which included 11 boundaries in 250 balls. That wicket triggered another, as Vishwa Fernando bowled Marco Jansen with a beauty, sending his off-stump cartwheeling. Sri Lanka staged a strong comeback towards the end of the day, with South Africa finishing at 269 for 7. Verreynne unbeaten on 48 at stumps, Kumara was the pick of the bowlers for Sri Lanka, finishing with 3 for 54, while 2 Fernandos and Jayasuriya shared the remaining 4 wickets. Earlier, South African captain Temba Bavuma elected to bat first after winning the toss. They made a couple of changes following injuries to Wyan Mulder and Gerald Coetzee, with Ryan Rickelton and Dane Patterson coming into the side.